Hello and welcome back to Grow Joyfully. Today we're going to have another tomato taste test. And the tomatoes that we're going to taste are, and I will show you. This one is a gold medal, persimmon, yellow brandy wine, ananas noir, Cherokee purple, and a black crim. As you can see, my table is just tumbling over with harvest from this year. Once the harvest starts, I never see the top of my table until the harvest is over, but that's okay. I'm not complaining. So the one I want to start with first is the gold medal. Get my camera set up here so you can see. Here we go. I have a cutting board, some salt, of course, a knife, a plate to put the extra tomatoes on, and a bowl to put the tomato pieces in that we don't use. So, gold medal. I've been growing this. I wish I could write things down and remember where I put things that I wrote things down. How about you? Easily 5 years, if not more, like 7. So I've been growing it for a long time. It's been one of the ones that I've grown for many years, and so is the Cherokee purple and the black crim. Now, I just picked this black crim and I dropped it, and it made me very sad, but we're going to try to eat it today anyway. I'm making up spaghetti and pizza sauce, so I will just pop the rest of this in the pot. The Cherokee purple and black crim plus the Paul Robeson are very similar. They have these green shoulders. This Cherokee purple has some of the least green on its shoulders that I've had for a very long time. So let's get started. The gold medal is a beautiful yellow tomato. The reason I like yellow tomatoes is because they're low in acid, they're very flavorful, some of them are a bit fruity, and they're just very, very pleasant things. So I'm going to cut off this part of it. That's what the bowl is for. Inside, it looks very much like Dr. Wychees or Witchees or Dr. Weish. Nobody seems to be able to agree upon the pronunciation of that name, but I call it Dr. Wychees. Anyway, it has a very similar inside as the Dr. Wychee. It's more condensed, less seedy, less juicy than, say, the Kellogg's Breakfast and pineapple tomatoes. So let's cut that off. Isn't that pretty? By the way, I'm going to save seeds for that too. Look at that. It's just such a rich, beautiful yellow color. Got to have the salt shaker. That's lovely. It, like I said, it's a yellow tomato that is a lot less acidic than the red ones. It has just a lovely, bright, happy flavor. That's the only way I can think of to describe it. So that is the gold medal. Definitely give it thumbs up. I'll put the gold medal over here. And then the next one we're going to try is the persimmon. I've never grown this before. It's the first year. I always like to try to grow some variety that I haven't grown before. Every year I try to find something new, and this is one of the new ones. So is this one. Well, actually, I grew this one last year too. Ananas noir. Black banana. So we're going to try the persimmon. So far the fruit is not nearly as big as you see the gold medal and yellow brandy wine are. But it's beautiful inside. It's not quite as, how do I describe this? Do you see how this is solid here? This is solid, but it's a different color. And that can vary from tomato to tomato. Depends on how it grew. So I'm going to try to cut this off and this off, put them in the bowl. We'll cut a little piece. give it a shake and taste it. Wow, I don't know. Maybe it's just individual to this particular tomato, but I don't necessarily like the taste. How can you be repulsed by the taste of a tomato? But I am. I am. It just makes me want to spit it out, but that's okay. That was a persimmon. I'm sure it's fine, but it did not hit me well at all. Okay, moving right along. This is a yellow brandy wine. Before I didn't notice that it had so much of the pink in it. But we're going to give it a try. My black brandy wine this year, the plant completely died, so I was very sad. Now, unless this is mislabeled, but this looks more like a big rainbow or a pineapple. So I'm not sure what I got here. Well, whatever this lovely variety is, we're either going to call it pineapple, big rainbow, or yellow brandy wine. I'm thinking the yellow brandy wine would have come out looking like this more. Okay, I love the pink and red streaks through it. That's really nice. So I think I got my tags mixed up or something. I'm almost certain that this is a big rainbow or a pineapple. Whatever it is yum, and I love it. Kind of the light, more refreshing, fruity flavor. I'm going to find out for you for sure. Go back and look at the yellow brandy wine plant. It is possible that I got these two mixed up. I will look up the characteristics and then tell you my findings. So this is possibly the yellow brandy wine, and this is the could even be the gold medal. Don't know. I'll get back to you on that one. But nonetheless, it's very pleasing and delicious. Okay. Now we're going to cut into the ananas noir, the black banana. And I've grown it for a couple of years. This is the first time it's ever turned out so nice. I love the streaking. It's very pretty. It reminds me of another variety, which I can't remember at this time, of course. But it's very beautiful. It had really big fruits this year. So let's see how that tastes. I love the red and pink streaking in these tomatoes. Well, that's nice too. It's not as fruity and sweet as this mystery one, but it's definitely worth growing again. I will include this in a future lineup. So yeah, I approve of the ananas noir. I wish it had a different name. I hate saying that. Maybe I'll just call it the black banana. So that's an excellent one too. So far, now this plate is too full, so I'm going to have to stick it there. So far, the persimmon is the only one I haven't liked. This is the Cherokee Purple. I only had one plant live this year, and the rest of them died. I don't know what was going on with my year and tomatoes. Very sad. It is the deepest, richest, most beautiful tomato you will ever see. This is not a big one, but it's a yum. It better taste good. It is a good taste. It kind of sneaks up on you slower. They describe brown and purple tomatoes, especially the brown ones like this, as smoky. It doesn't really have a smoke flavor, but it has a richer, deeper, complex flavor, I guess you'd say. And it did not disappoint. Don't you think it's just the most beautiful tomato you've ever seen? And look at all these colors together. So gorgeous. Okay, we have one more. We have the beat up, cracked poor black crimp. Do we even have a good place to cut it? I am not wasting this tomato. It looks a little juicier than the Cherokee purple. Has a little more, it has the green gel inside of it instead of, this has a bit of green gel too. But the meat looks totally different. All right, let's give it a taste. I don't think you can go wrong with black Krim, Paul Robeson, and Cherokee purple tomatoes. They're so wonderful. And unfortunately, my Paul Robeson plant died this year too. So I'm having tough times with my tomatoes. That tasted good too, but I would definitely have to choose the Cherokee purple over it. And again, it can vary from tomato to tomato of the same exact kind. But look at that beauty. What would I say my favorite taste was of this whole lineup? I'm going to have to go with the mystery tomato, which I'm pretty sure is a big rainbow or a pineapple. That's number one. Number two, I think I'm going to go with the Cherokee purple. Number three, black banana. Number four, if this is indeed a gold medal, or if this is the yellow brandy wine. Those were excellent too. And in last place is definitely the persimmon. That doesn't mean you shouldn't grow persimmon tomatoes. That means for me, at this instance, with these tomatoes, these are the ones that taste best to me. If you listen to Poppy's Tomatoes and Everything, listen to Heather. She's got a great channel. Heather says that the tomatoes she grew in the front where it's shadier taste completely different from the tomatoes that she grew in the back with the sun. And I hope I don't have that switched. So just different places on your own property where you have tomatoes in different soil, different areas, different sun conditions, they can taste different. So that doesn't mean you should write off a variety necessarily. Just try it again the next year. I would try growing the same variety 2 or 3 years before you give up on it, because then you will know. You will know if you like the taste, its growing habits, the way it looks, if it's fun, if it's attractive, how it is in sauce and paste. So thank you for joining this taste test. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it helpful. And hopefully you'll give some of these varieties a try. They're so beautiful and so delicious. I love this time of year. I wish I could just freeze it. Yes, eventually we'd get tired of the tomatoes being on our tables, being on our counters, and in a pot on the stove. But for now, I don't want it to end. Take care, and we'll see you next time. And don't forget to grow and eat joyfully. That is so good. These guys are really competing. See ya. So I looked it up, and I indeed had them mixed up. This is a gold medal, and it is most like the big rainbow and pineapple tomato. This is the yellow brandy wine. As you can see, it's solid here, and this looks more like the Dr. Y cheese and possibly the Kellogg's breakfast, because in my mind I had it made up before that there were 2 and 2 that looked alike, Dr. Y cheese and another, and then the pineapple and big rainbow and another. So I think this would have to be put in the same class as Dr. Y cheese and Kellogg's breakfast. I just thought I'd clear that up. Sorry about the mix-up. I will grow the yellow brandy wine again because it's big and beautiful. The plant seemed to do well. Like I said, the black brandy wine plant died, which is sad. And I will continue to grow the gold medal tomato. Isn't that a beauty? Well, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Thanks for stopping by. I'm going to add these beauties to my pot and make some more sauce. Aren't they gorgeous? Have a great day.